Hey guys, welcome back to Loop Hub. Today we'll talk about the most disgusting Dr. Pimple Popper moments that made us shudder. Let's head into it. Number 1. Butter oozing pimple. Dr. Sandra Lee is recognized for bursting some of the largest cysts, and her famed show Dr. Pimple Popper has allowed viewers to witness it all. While there is presently no new season of the show on TLC, Dr. Lee has made sure that her followers get their daily dosage of pimple popping via her social media profile. Dr. Lee demonstrated some of the largest cysts she has popped on the show by sharing a series of examples from the show. Dr. Lee's most recent Instagram post featured a video of her popping a pimple from a patient. While it's unclear who her patient was, Dr. Lee can be seen concentrating on the circles drawn to determine the cyst location. Dr. Lee engages in conversation with her patients on a regular basis. She typically asks them about their day and family, among other things, to ensure that they feel at ease in the surroundings. Dr. Lee can be heard having a similar dialogue in the video, and the patient appears to be relaying a story about a family member. Hearing the talk, one may assume it was a routine appointment, but the viewers are taken aback when Dr. Lee uses a needle to pop the cyst. The cyst discharges a yellow liquid as soon as the needle is removed. Like the movie theater Butter, she captioned the photo, accompanied with a popcorn emoji. The video drew a lot of attention from the show's fans. "Don't destroy butter for me either," commented one user. "The fact that it looks like butter is frighteningly wonderful," remarked another. Another person said, "Your food references are hilarious." Meanwhile, as they stated, other people had bigger hopes for the video. "The hard pops are my favorite. I'm reminded of mucus by the runny ones." Another person remarked, "I despise buttery ones for some reason. It's something to do with their ooziness. Cysts and blackheads are my favorite." Number 2. Juan, a 25-year-old Tustin, California resident, was featured in the January 10 episode of Dr. Pimple Popper. Juan has had grain-like freckles all over his nose and face since he was 10 years old. They just became bigger and worse as he got older, and he recently developed a tumor on his face, just in the corner of his eye. His illness is known as tuberous sclerosis, and it has put an end to his social life. He wanted to enroll in film school and begin his career, but his physical appearance has always held him back. His sister Indira reassured him that his skin problems would not prevent him from accomplishing his goals, because he was intelligent enough to achieve so. He sought treatment from Dr. Sandra Lee, who accepted his case. The doctor began by removing a cyst from the bulge beside his eye, before moving on to the remainder of his face. She utilized an electrosurgery equipment that gave forth a burning odor, which Dr. Lee compared to that of burnt hair. There was a lot of blood, but once the treatment was over, Juan was able to see his nose again, which had previously been obscured by the granular lumps. Fans who were addicted to seeing Dr. Lee on Dr. Pimple Popper online and would like to meet her in person can do so at skin physicians and surgeons. Everything begins with a $120 consultation charge that will be applied to your future treatment. There are a variety of procedures and treatments available, but her devotees are particularly interested in extractions. Dr. Lee has more fans in her clinic now that she has her own show. She also revealed a few well-known ones. Some will come out and say it, like Jillian Jacobs from Love, who went on Jimmy Kimmel and talked about it. Dr. Lee told Refinery29, "Ashley Graham likes my post and follows me. Even Ayesha Curry called with a small pimple emergency, so I drove down to her to give her a cortisol injection on set." She added, "An Oscar winner was written to her and purchased her products according to the dermatologist." Number 3. Hilda has been self-assured and had a fulfilling work until she began to see cysts around her eyes. She claimed that she began experiencing cysts around her eyes 7 years ago, which made her uncomfortable when she tried to blink. While she thought they would ultimately leave, her worst fears were realized when they began to grow in size. Since the cysts had progressed to the point where Hilda felt compelled to conceal them, she had to give up her work and her home. Fortunately, she had her sister by her side, who acted as a sounding board. However, it was insufficient to restore Hilda's self-assurance. Hilda claimed that she had met 4 doctors and had undergone 3 surgeries as a result of the cysts. The procedures were aimed at draining the fluid from her cysts, but they were ineffective for a long period. While the 4th doctor refused to operate, Hilda indicated that the cysts will return a few months after the surgery. Dr. Lee opted to treat Hilda without spending much time debating what it was. She numbed the cyst location before beginning to pop them. Hilda's situation was unusual, according to Dr. Lee, because she had several cysts in one location. She wondered if it was related to the procedures she had undergone. Dr. Lee removed the sac after bursting all of the cysts, which increased the odds of the cysts returning. She showed Hilda the finished product after she was finished. Hilda was relieved to be rid of her cysts, and she pledged to be more confident and carefree in the future. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.